Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this video I will show you some of my days in Trapani. I spent there for a month last summer, and Trapani is one of those places that most people skip when they think of Sicily. Maybe that's exactly why it feels so special being there. It's a corner of the island that's still very untouched, authentic and beautifully slow. I hope you enjoy this video. It's very raw. I didn't edit much. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, let's begin. I made a routine for myself to go out for a walk or maybe do some sport in the morning. I alternated. And because I took some equipment like resistance band and a jump rope with me, so that was really nice. I found that particular spot, and on my way back home I got some groceries, and I had a lot of petting of cats. There's a lot of cats in Trapani, and they're all very friendly, as you can see. I really loved observing them and communicating with them. Here I go to the bakery and ordering a merenda, a little snack for later that day. And I saw that they also have pre-made food, not only just sweets, but also like lasagna and ravioli and fish. And it's called the gastronomia. And it's really, really delicious. Here I have my lunch, and I like making my own meals and using produce, local produce, and just getting to a routine and maintain more like a healthy lifestyle. And of course doing laundry. It was I don't know, I like these simple things in life and make them romantic. Here I am at the Gay Pride, and I believe it was the first gay pride that Trapani organized. And I love listening to the speeches about openness and inclusivity, words that made me also feel seen as a foreigner, something that I every now and then still feel like I'm an outsider, which I am, but it made me feel seen, and that was really, really nice. I felt like, it sounds very cliche, but I felt like love everywhere. It was really true. It was a really, really nice event that they created. E questo è il fiore del partigiano morto per la libertà.
Ciao Trapani! Vanno garantiti a tutte le persone. Non smetteremo di lottare con le famiglie arcobaleno perché la legge voluta da poche persone non le riconosce. Non smetteremo di lottare per le unioni civili perché il matrimonio ugualitario non è stato ancora riconosciuto. Non smetteremo di lottare per le persone con disabilità perché le barriere sociali e architettoniche sono ancora presenti e pesanti. Also with a lot of music, which I cannot, because of copyright reasons, I cannot have you listening. But it was really, really nice.
And of course, I had to see the sunset after. And the sea that evening was very wild, but beautiful nonetheless. Living consciously is not something that happens all at once. It's a slow return to the small things, the things we often rush past without noticing. And it's something about Sicily that makes it one of the best places to practice this. The island has this natural way of slowing you down. Here, nothing is in a hurry. Not the scene, not the people, not the rhythm of the day. You're invited to be present, to look up, to breathe more deeply, and to have conversations with strangers. And when you are opening up to this and try to appreciate this, and maybe practice it, you will feel a difference and you will see other things that you would normally not see. These are some clips that I took in my mornings in Trapani when I was walking in the center. And I think those images speak for themselves. In this clip, I show you the beach, the main beach of Trapani, which is the one of the Centro Storico, which is beautiful. But the thing is, it gets really crowded in the afternoon and late morning. So it's best to go early in the morning. And sometimes you get lucky. For example, one time I went there and I had a great spot, and it was like 4 in the afternoon. But yeah, not taking any chances. I spent a month here. It was a very quiet month, very grounding, and life was really moving at its own slow rhythm. These guys, for example, every morning they were sitting there playing cards and having the best time of their lives. I mean, socializing and having this strong community is really important in human existence, and they are doing it pretty well. And yeah, I just love seeing them bonding and having fun while I was on my grocery run. Yeah, Trapani surprised me, and the streets were very, very quiet, beautiful light, and the people, yeah, that mixture was really good. For example, I really loved seeing these mobile stands where mostly it was fish being sold. Sometimes also flowers or veggies, but they were usually sold in like a more, I don't know, fixed store. And the sweets, really good, all very tasty. I mean, Sicily, you eat so well. And I was surprised, a lot of people, also older people, they were biking and they had good bikes. Look at this one. It made me smile. It's a really good bikeable city. They have biking lanes everywhere. Back home, having my melon and my nectarines. Love nectarines in summer, and they were so sweet and delicious. I really taste the difference. here I am showing you another beach of Trapani. I think it's officially not Trapani anymore, but it wasn't a long walk. I think more or less the same, just in the other direction. And it was really, actually I preferred this one because there was more space, more little nooks, and you could really find a little spot. And also there was some shade at some parts. And I really enjoyed it. It was beautiful. Also at one time I decided to explore a little bit, and I went up, and then you can see this part, which is more rough, a lot of stones. It's behind the parking lot, and the road leads to this little castle, and it's pretty special. I say castle, but it's not really a castle, but locals refer to it as a castle. The official name is called Tonara di San Giuliano Palazzo, and so it was like a tuna factory. And this palazzo dates back to the 16th centuries, and over centuries it has changed many times, and the last family that owned it was called the Tipa family, so that's why they call it Punta Tipa. And they produced canned tuna and olive oil, and this facility was active until the 1960s, and after that it was abandoned and fell into a ruin, which is sad. But over time, the tuna fishing declining over time as tuna fishing declined and the industry changed. Many of these historic tonare were deserted. But what is fascinating is that the complex itself consisted of more than just fish processing. There was a small church dedicated to San Giuliano and multiple accesses, one for the owners, Casa Padronale, and another one for the workers. And likely typical tonara structures, warehouses, boat sheds, working processing spaces, giving it this large compound-like layout that can feel castle-like when it's abandoned. I thought it was a fascinating story. Back to the beach near the Centro Storico, from where at the end I got a gelato. Look at this dog. Sicily life is built from little rituals: a walk to the market, a coffee, a conversation with someone you just met, an aperitivo near sunset. And the beauty is in the textures and human warmth. And because everything moves at a different pace, you begin to notice more, and you start to appreciate the simple things again, and things that actually matter. Spending time with each other. And I think that might be the reason why this place feels feels like healing. Sicily holds space for you to be still, pay attention. Like this little girl, she found a little flower, and look how she plays with it. I could not stop watching this. I'm very sad I couldn't film it with my big camera, but I had to capture this. Reconnect with life in the most honest form. And also things like cooking and making yourself a tasty meal and enjoy those simple things. They matter so much to me.
So tasty.
I don't know, maybe I'm just weird, but to me that is life. When I was diagnosed with depression years ago, in that healing time, one of the things that helped me recover was the simple act of noticing things outside of myself instead of inside of myself, because inside was the pain and outside was not. Because when the mind is heavy, it tends to turn inward, and then you're spiraling and shutting out the world. So what I did was starting practicing the opposite. I began looking around, like really, really looking. And then I start to see the light on a wall and the sound of footsteps, the smell of coffee, tiny ordinary things, but they reminded me that life still had depth and beauty that just didn't disappear. And in this time I started doing photography, and it helped me so much, like mindful photography. This is actually a method used in psychology. When you shift your attention outward, you break the cycle of rumination. You reconnect with the senses, and you return to the present moment. Because the present moment is not that heavy. It's more simple. It's more forgiving than the mind makes them seem. And noticing those small, tiny details is not that you're ignoring your pain. It's more like reminding yourself that the world is just bigger than your thoughts, and even hardest days, you can find moments, tiny moments, but still you can find moments that are worth for noticing. And practicing this over and over again really helped me, and I wanted to share that, because it's not always easy, but there are ways to deal with the hard moments. I mean, when I look back, I think I can even more appreciate the beautiful moments even more, because I know bad moments. I've really known bad moments, so the light cannot exist without the dark, and vice versa. So I don't know, it shaped me. It shaped my life philosophy, I guess, but I'm grateful for it in the end. Thank you so much for watching this video of mine. This one is a little bit longer than usual, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless, and maybe you found some inspiration or some amusement. And I enjoy making these videos, and this time I try to be more consistent. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!